There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Arizona State's offense will have the first possession of the game. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
That's caught. It's McClain. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking for room. It's Udo. And the ball's free in the backfield. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Levitt. Just not quite able to make the connection, it's incomplete. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch, it's Moss. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Udo. At the 40, there he goes. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. On the move at the 30. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big game. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. The running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving...
Trying to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State.
You get near the goal line, more big bodies come in, everybody gets condensed. This offense says, forget that. We're going to get on the perimeter right now. Get it to our fast guy. He gets around the corner, and he gets in the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Colorado's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Buffaloes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. He's got it, first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. To the air, it's Salter. He's got him. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Buffaloes can really attack on this second and short. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Motion from the back. On the snap, it's Gibson. Showing off the arm. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Buffaloes! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. So a drive there of 85 yards. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Just a short pass to the tight end. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. The give to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Looking down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Looking to pass. It's Levin. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And the Sun Devils, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Made a defender miss. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on second and goal. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Oregon is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at foie gras on the menu tonight in Eugene. They're trailing by 14 to USC. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll go right back to the run. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Last year's return to prominence for Colorado was fueled by a couple of superstars, Travis Hunter winning the Heisman Trophy and giving this whole program a boost.
They also lost Shedeur Sanders, a quarterback, so losing a lot of talent on the field, but there are a lot of eyes on this program now for obvious reasons, and because of the guy running the program, they're always recruiting extremely well. There's new talent coming in the building. Nobody can overlook how...
Going for the big play. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it in the middle. It's McLean.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Caught near the sticks. It's Tyson. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Levin. It's complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Makes the grab on the shuffle. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Bringing the heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Dropping back, it's Salter. Snagged out of the air. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
On 3rd down, going up top. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The give on the inside.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McLean. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out front by other receivers. They're just not physical enough at the point on that last point.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. Fighting off the defender. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Back to throw, it's Levin. Unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Direct snap. It's Gibson. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
He's got it. Got room at the 35. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Miller. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Using his legs to buy some time. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Back to throw, it's Salter. Floating away. Fires on the move. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right?
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buffs!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the 3rd. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Sun Devils are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Levin. Release to the back. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. To the ground with the back. It's a seam wide open. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing.
Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Colorado. They take the lead with the 6. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Oregon is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin Herbert had a hand in getting this kid to Eugene, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to USC. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To throw, it's Levin. Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Looking to fire. Got a man, it's Tyson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's McClain. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Sun Devils will punt this one away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The give to the tailback. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Slides away, and the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes...
Oh, a lot of space. He's loose. Lowers those, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Salter. Throws to the tight end. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. What a cut, now he's loose. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Buffaloes are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Price. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Scanning the field, it's Salter. Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Buffaloes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to get the first through the air. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They move on top here in the 4th.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Zings it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Moss. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Jukes his way for more. Do you think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will on their own side of the field if we're going to go for it on 4th down. I think they probably understood. Listen, it's 4th and 1. I like our chances to get 1 yard, and they went for it, and by the way, they got it.
And the Sun Devils have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Looking for a man, it's Levin. Makes the grab. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Creates a little room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's caught. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rushes on him. Grabbed in the middle. It's McClain. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Snagged in the middle. It's McClain. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Off play action. Steps away to find some room. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Back to pass, it's Salter. Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time.
It's really hard to dial up big completions vertically down the field. At this juncture in the game, it's the 4th quarter, and the defense is playing with extra DBs on the field. They know you're going to throw it. Ball falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Caught over the middle, it's Miller. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Under fire. Still looking. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. The line of scrimmage at the 35. That's going to leave the holder at the 42 and a 52-yard attempt for the game. And here comes the field goal unit. That is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Stands in and takes the hit. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He'll work his way down to the 28. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Buffaloes will start us up here in overtime. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone.
If he houses this, it's ball game. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win.
And not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
The give on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Levin. Pocket breaking down. He's got his man. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Tyson. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They're already in position for a potential game-winning field goal here on 1st and goal in overtime. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On the direct snap, it's Udo. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at 1 loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this moment, while it's sad and it's kind of depressing for them, could be one of the better moments of their season if they use it for good.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.